I got something I want to bring up to you. Speaking of scaling, man, is Mr. B scaling on X and Twitter, or are we calling cap on this, like the young folks say?
Some people might call Mr. Beast a fern. Some people might call him an an aloe vera leaf. Some people might call him a dandelion. I'm calling him a plant.
Oh
So
no, don't do
this Mr. Beast guy, we all know him. We know of his rise and great dude. He really put in the work, has the work behind him, and he's done it. He's become a huge YouTuber. But now all of a sudden he's showing up on X. So I'll just read this little bit here. Mr. Beast uploaded his first full length video directly to X in an effort to see how its revenue sharing stacks up to other platforms. It stacks up right now because it has about 200, it's gotten up to 179 million views on, I was about to say 75 million, but that was the last time we checked. Right now it's up to about 179 million views, I think. But the thing is, if you start looking around the internet, it seems like people are being fed this video a little more often than usual. And it's almost like they're gaming the system just so they could say, hey, look, Mr. Beast did his thing. This is totally something Elon would do. And yeah, man, I'm calling Cap.
Mr. Benj, I don't want to call my shot here, but I could recall on one of our internal messaging
Oh wait, what does this say?
earlier this week, Tuesday, I put on this, I put on here, I gotta believe that Elon is pushing the view count a little here. It's in his interest that Mr. Beast gets high views. Booyah! And that was on Tuesday before this Mashable article came out.
I called it today. Theo called it Tuesday. Theo- yes, sir. We should we should have
Anyway, we'll see.
a little banner.
Elon go
Told you,
Elon.
Theo.
Told
Theo
you.
told you.
Told ya. Elon boy, man. Elon, but Elon, man. That's all I know about Elon. But you know what, Mr. Benja? I think this is a good point to bring up. Social media influencers and stuff. I do want to ask you, do you feel the YouTube is changing? Are people looking for the anti Mr. Beast, right? This calm, low edit, personal conversation style YouTube videos. I want to get your opinion on that. I'm gravitating more to them, and I can see this happening. Like we talked about, the backlash
Yeah.
always comes to something that's great. And so the Mr. Beastification of social media, the TikTokification, quick edits, people doing this, falling down, quick, all that stuff. I think that might be moving toward a different era. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, man. It's too much. And you've heard stories of a lot of YouTubers quitting and a lot of people just getting tired of, I mean, production is actually a thing that you have to stop, practice, do, set up, pay a lot of money for equipment if you're going to do it at the level that it seems that YouTube was requiring, that it seems like a lot of TikTok videos were requiring. The people who use CapCut and they're doing all these crazy effects and everything. It's, hey man, I just want to get on camera and talk my noise. It almost seems like that's become a little bit of a style to just get on the camera and talk freely. And no, I definitely think it's a thing. And you sent me some you sent me some examples. This bodybuilder kid, that just makes me uncomfortable, man. He's a little too naturally unnatural.
Yeah. You know what? The thing that they don't want to say is though that these people look distinct too. Let's be honest. So
Mm,
I think it's still a visual medium. Just like I think how Alex Hormozy blew up, right? He doesn't look like your traditional business guru, right? He built the Hulk. So here comes this kid who's doing genuine videos, which is fine. Not a lot of edits, just see him working out. But dude, his arms is as big as some people's thighs, man. And so it's wait a minute. So yes, it's just who you are is still interesting look. And so I think the branding is there. Even with this Heinz guy, I don't know if you saw some of his stuff. Very calm, mellow. He's got the
yeah.
dreads, and he just. But it's just I think the distinctive look is important too in these type of style videos. But yeah, I'm there for it, man. I did some kind of off the wall kind of videos. They did okay for me. I'm gonna have my team repost them, see if they do better now. I did a year ago when I first started, just to play around with that style, but just off the cuff. And yeah, I'm open. That's the style that kind of resonates with me, obviously, because I go to YouTube, some entertainment, but mostly to learn stuff and listen to people that I trust. So
Yeah.
I think that's the angle I want to go with my content. But that's probably why one of the reasons why I did want to talk about this is to see what your thoughts were as a fellow podcaster slash creator. What are your thoughts on how you create your content? Are you gravitating to that style, or you still think there's merit for the quick edits and attention grabbing style?
You're gonna have different camps and, like, different ways of doing things, and it's all gonna be a you're gonna have a variety, and I think that maybe YouTube's issue is that it seems like there's one way of doing things, or it just seems like there's a big overriding, "Oh, everybody's doing it this way. Oh, everybody's doing it this way." Why? Because that's what YouTube is promoting. That's what YouTube is pushing to the front. And it's I'm hopping around and I'm starting to see more people that are like, "Oh, here's the calm style. Maybe I like the calm style." And while I'm watching the calm style, all of a sudden there's this big bombastic quick cut guy who gets thrown in my feed and I'm like, "How did this happen?" And I don't think they have a good enough delineation between styles. And is there another platform that could come up and take on YouTube in that respect? And it's no. So what is YouTube to do, or what are the people to do? I don't know exactly how that plays out. I just have no idea. Facebook video didn't play out. Instagram TV really didn't play out. None of these ideas really played out. So it seems like we're just getting the YouTubeification of everything, and whatever YouTube is at the moment, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's been around a long time. The video piece of it, the YouTube piece, TikTok is fairly new, but even they are getting into the long form video. And
Yeah.
so it'll be interesting to see where this all goes.
Real quick, actually, Twitch has its own little style too.
That's
I
the
will say
point. Yeah.
people sit in the hot tubs playing video games.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Oh, Mr. Benson, you bring up the good stuff, man. No, but you know what? You're right. So it's like YouTube is like the granddaddy, right? Started it all. No one knew what it was, how to use it. Then you had these folks come around like Vine and then TikTok, right? And so YouTube had to pivot to like shorts, right? To get
Mhm.
people interested. And then Twitch, like this whole they're basically doing reaction videos, right? They're doing a lot of reacting to what they see on the screen. And so of course YouTube had to follow that. So to your point, I think YouTube is a quick follower when it comes to a lot of this stuff. And but Twitch, TikTok have found their own, and I guess somewhat Instagram, right? They kind of started to find their own niches. But I'd be curious to see how this all gonna play out long term. This is gonna draw ultimately it's about drawing attention, Mr. Benja. And so sometimes the best way to get attention is to be the opposite of where everyone else is. And so I think that's and it's up to your point, I think it's always gonna be a battle, right? Then everybody's gonna start going toward the calmer videos. And next thing you know, someone's gonna stand out and blow up a Prius, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow. It gets a
Oh my
billion
god.
views. Who would have thought? Real quick, did you see this phenomenon about the Stanley Cup? Did you hear about that?
I know about the Stanley Cups and people sitting outside Target to get their red Stanley Cup and all.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? All for YouTube and videos and these mommy bloggers. Maybe we'll do a deep dive next time. But that they went from 75 million in less than 3 years, make over 750 million in revenue based on influencers and marketing. So I don't know, man. This is a weird world we live in right now. Before we end, Mr. Benja, you got a rant or anything you want to get off your
I don't
chest?
I don't care about the Emmys, but I heard you watched it. Any thoughts on that? Any rants? Rant. Go. Go.
Man, I don't have too many rants. All I know is that TV dogs. No one's watching the Emmys. I was watching, even I don't watch it. I was watching the Tampa Bay Bucks beat up on Philadelphia Eagles. And so 7 million people watched it. That is by far the lowest numbers ever had. And they're trying to promote these shows that not people watch. Yes, I love Succession, which one? I love Beef, which one? I love The Bear, which I put you on, which one? But Mr. Benjamin, no one cares. We need to get better shows that people like to watch and be interested in. And I think we just don't have the monolithic culture anymore. So I don't know. TV's dying out. It used to be exciting. It's not as exciting anymore when you know who the winners are going to be. That's all I got, Mr. Benja, for the rant. Ding, ding, ding.
Hey,
Ask 'em.
that's right. They ain't got 11,000,000 views per
Oh,
episode
man.
like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they can't